Hey guys, welcome to week 4 of the Happy and Healthy Holidays Challenge. I'm Stephanie Fleming, and you guys, this week it's all about creativity, and I could not be more excited. This is what we have based our entire business off of for the last 20 years. We have been focusing on creativity and helping our customers live creatively through the products we create. And it's been one of the most important things in my life, as nurturing my creativity has been what keeps me going. It's what fuels my fire. It's the passion that I have in life. It's the way that I express myself, and it's the way that I feel like I can be seen in the world. So I think it's safe to say that I'm very partial to this week and this week's prompt, which is the gift of creativity. Let's talk about the concept of nurturing your creativity. I think that creativity is like a muscle. It's like a muscle you need to exercise. The more you use it, the more it becomes conditioned to think creatively, the more it becomes conditioned to bring forth new ideas. And the only way you can do that is to use that muscle. And sometimes I think people get really stuck on creativity being about painting or writing or something very specific. And I believe that creativity is your imagination in action. Imagination happens in your head. Creativity happens when we do something with those imaginative ideas that we have. And there are ways, it's something that, being creative could be everything from building a new car or painting a picture or wanting to do poetry or coming up with a creative solution to a problem that doesn't seem creative at all. That's creative thinking, that's creative living. That's why we have our tagline, live creatively. In my case, creativity is more about the traditional sense of making things and just learning new things. I was talking to Kevin on the way to the office today, and what I had said was, it took me a long time to realize that just because I didn't have one thing that I felt like I was a master at. I'm not a master painter. I'm not an illustrator like some of the amazing designers we have here at Me and My Big Ideas. I am a jack of all trades in the creative space. So I love challenging myself to learn new things, to learn hand lettering, see what I like about that, to try and paint something, to try and write something, and see what parts of me are ignited or expressed when I do those things. And I don't feel like a failure if I, one, don't like something that I've kind of gone and tried to learn, or I don't feel like a failure if I'm not good at it. Now, I cannot always say that. There is a story, and I'll share it somewhere on my Instagram, about a painting class that I took, and I literally broke down in tears in front of a group of 20 strangers. Cried my eyes out because I couldn't do it perfectly. And I learned a lot about myself that way. So being creative and nurturing your creativity, allowing yourself, giving yourself the permission to try something, to express yourself in a way through creativity, and let it be okay if it doesn't come out perfect or, the way you thought. Do it for you. You don't have to do it for the approval of others. You just have to do it to exercise that creative muscle. Creativity is just so important. I don't think it's optional. I don't. I think being creative in some way is essential to a very productive, happy, healthy life. And so that's why this week, you guys, I want to do something in our planners, and I want it to have a creative spin. So this is going to have something to do with planning your happiest and healthiest holidays, but especially in planning a happy and healthy 2019, and so that you can help achieve your goals. But let's do it in a creative way. Who knows about vision boards? Like I do. I have created a vision board for the last several years, and it's amazing when I look at my vision board, what has come into my life that I thought were only dreams. And I think it's because, when I took the time to cut stuff out, put it together, and really define what I wanted to see in my life, and then I physically put it down in a very visually pleasing way that I wanted to look at every day, I think it was a reminder. Hey, Stephanie, these are the things that you want. See these things right here that are right in front of your face? These are the things you've defined that you want and you think are important in your life. So if I had a decision to make, then I was always looking to see like, oh my gosh, I want to live by the beach. That seemed like a real pipe dream for me. And now I live in the house on the lot that I put on my vision board. What? Yes. I said I wanted to do things, even like this planner community and what I wanted to do in my career. I was in this field, but I defined what I wanted a little bit more clearly on my vision board because I didn't think anybody else was really going to look at it. It was just for me. And now in my job, I'm doing the things that I wanted. Okay, so who's with me? Who wants to create a vision board for 2019 that will live in your happy planner that you can look at every day as a reminder of how creative you are, number one, and number two, what you want your 2019 and beyond to look like? So I know you're down with me, right? Here's what you do. First thing is you need to define some of your goals. What do you want? What do you want your life to look like? And you can do it for the year. And if you want to go even farther and you want to dream big, do that too. But this is a place where it's not to be judged. You want to quit your job and work for yourself, somehow find a way to represent that, whether it's words or photos, something that represents what you want. Write those things down first. That's the first step. You can see I'm all over the place because I'm so excited. But write those things down first. What is it that you want? And when you write them down, then you start to look for a visual representation of what those things would mean to you. Because a lot of us creative planner babes, just creative people in general, are very visual. And if you're not, that's okay, use words. But I am very visual. So if I said I want to live by the beach, I actually went down and took a picture of where I wanted to live and had Kevin stand in the picture and said, okay, here it is, put it on there because this is going to happen. And I believe it and I see myself there. And I took that picture. Other times I feel like maybe I want more nature in my life. I want to be outside more. And so I would take a lot of, there was a really pretty camping photo. You can go on Pinterest. You can use your own photos if you want to be with your family more, you really want to hone in on family, then put that picture of your family front and center and cut out words and phrases. And you guys, this is going to be like an old-fashioned collage. And I'm going to walk you through some of the steps on how you're going to put together your vision board, or at least maybe some ideas on how you can and how I have decided to do that. And then you're going to have it live right in the front of your happy planner. It's going to be amazing. So listen to this. Listen to this. You guys, if you downloaded the worksheet, there's an amazing quote at the top because Elizabeth Gilbert, if you're a reading person and you love books and you love learning new things, you have got to read Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. A couple years ago, I gave a copy to everybody on our design team and said, like, this is a must read. She is brilliant. And what she says about creativity is life-changing for me. So I put that as your main quote for the week, which is, a creative life is an amplified life. It's a bigger life, a happier life, an expanded life, and a hell of a lot more interesting life. Living in this manner, continually and stubbornly bringing forth the jewels that are hidden within you, is a fine art in and of itself. That's from Elizabeth Gilbert from Big Magic, and it's called Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear. Because a lot of times what holds us back from being creative is fear. Fear of being judged, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being able to fulfill what you say you want to do, fear of just lots of fear. In order to be creative, you can't be afraid of failure. You can't be afraid of judgment. You've got to just let yourself be. And if doing that means you have to do it just for yourself and you never show another living soul what you've made, that is okay. I give you permission right now to say that's okay. Do it for you. Write because you like to write. Create something in your planner and play with stickers because you like it. Paint because you just like the feeling of putting paint on canvas, and it doesn't have to hang in anybody's home. But if it makes you feel whole, do it. So another Elizabeth Gilbert quote from Big Magic is this one, and I love it. Do whatever brings you to life then. Follow your own fascinations, obsessions, and compulsions. Trust them. Create whatever causes a revolution in your heart. You guys know what it means when you just want to do something. One of the ways I kind of describe doing something that sets your soul on fire is if you were left in your home for a week, no work, no relationships. I know you love your spouses. I know you love your kids. I know you love your parents and your friends, but if it was just you in your home for a week, what would set your soul on fire? What was that thing that causes a revolution in your heart that you could get lost in for a whole week? You'd want to, oh, you know what I want to do is when I wake up in the morning, I want to do that thing and I won't even have to I have no responsibilities and I'm just going to do that thing and I can't wait and I'll look and it'll be 3 a.m. and I can't believe that I've stayed up this late. Those are the things, that is the passion. Those are the passions that you have. It may not be creative, but I still think that in things that we do that we have a passion for, that creativity lies in there somewhere. If you have a passion for people and helping people out, I feel that there is creativity in there as well. You may want to cook for the homeless, and to me, that is a creative expression. You are making something to help somebody out. I think that's creativity. So I just encourage you this week to try and to tap into that, to whatever causes a revolution in your heart. Whatever is what brings you so much joy and sets your soul on fire and makes you happy. Whatever that is, take that creativity that's within you, the desire to make something that resides in your head or in your heart, and it actually brings something out into the world. Whether that is a book, or whether that is a meal, or whether it's a software program, or a car, or anything that you are a part of creating. That is our magic, you guys. Okay, so get out there this week, do something creative, follow along with us, and I encourage you to make a vision board for your 2019 right along with me. And as always, if you're sharing on social media, use the hashtag #MyHappyAndHealthyHolidays so we can cheer you on. And as we say here all the time at Me and My Big Ideas, live creatively and plan a happy life.